I know like in my tutorials I get right to the point, but let me just explain to you guys. Chaos chytist back with another video, and this video is going to be a Lightroom tutorial. I do Lightroom tutorials a lot because when I go online I see a lot of people with pictures and they're not properly edited, the colors are off, the framing is way off. So I do informative videos just to teach you guys like my basics and kind of like my editing style. Also, I have presets for sale if you guys ever just want to take the shortcut route. But me, I prefer to like edit my photos right out as opposed to just having presets. I mean, like if you're having a photo shoot and you want all of the pictures to look a specific way, then you know you can just go and apply a preset to it. I'm not gonna talk you guys heads off about this. It's gonna be like a lifestyle editing photo. I went out the other day, my girl came in town and she took a couple pictures for me for this tutorial and I really appreciate it. So let's get right into it, man. Right here, man, let me see, let's zoom back out. Basically, this is the look that I'm going for. It's like a grayish look, kind of saturated, desaturated. I'm just gonna start from scratch. I'm gonna push the reset button right here. Let's go up. See, with photos like this, I like to just boost that clarity like way up. Let's see, we're gonna put it at like 77. And I'm gonna drop the exposure down just a tad bit, boost that contrast up, drop my highlights down. Look, that picture's just coming out crispy already. Drop the shadows down just a little bit. The whites, we're gonna blow them up a little bit. I like to crush my blacks always. I know like in my tutorials I get right to the point, but let me just explain to you guys just like exactly what I'm doing, like just for the beginners. Like the exposure, it controls how like light or dark the photo is, basically like the overall photo, not like micro adjustments. See, like you do that, the overall photo gets light and dark. The contrast, that just adds contrast. It controls the overall contrast of the picture. The highlights is like the highlights. You see this right here? These are called highlights. You see how they're blown out right now? You can just drop the highlights down just like that. The shadows, it controls the shadows that are in the photo. Like that's self-explanatory. The clarity is like the sharpness of the photo. I like to make my photos like extra sharp, especially with this lens. It wasn't as sharp as I wanted it to be. I wasn't shooting with a real sharp lens. It was a zoom lens. I was like way down the street. So the vibrance, we're gonna drop the vibrance down. That's gonna like desaturate it a lot. Then to desaturate the overall photo, we're gonna go to saturation and we're gonna drop that down like that. We don't wanna take away all the color. Actually, we're gonna leave that at 0. We're gonna come down to the tone curve. I wanna boost this up. I'm gonna put a point right here. Just a little bit. Like micro adjustments, they're key. You don't wanna just like sway the photo off or throw the photo off. Micro adjustments are key to having a crispy photo. Come down, we're gonna drop another anchor right here. Drop that down a little bit. For that moody look, you know, this is my favorite. If you watched any of my other tutorials, this gives it that shadowy look, that moody look, adds some motion to the photo. We're gonna boost that up a little bit. Come down to, this is like the micro adjustments, saturation box right here. Like right here, like if I didn't want her jeans to be this color, like you see how it's like an aqua color right here, we just drop that down, drop the blues down. You see how it's faded now? We're gonna take the oranges down a little bit. That controls like her skin because it has like that yellowy oranges look. All right, let's go to the greens. You see these flowers right here? We're gonna saturate that, desaturate that, I'm sorry. Drop that down a little bit. Let's see the before and the after. This is the before. See how like fast we got that picture looking good? You don't have to like do too much to the photo to have a good photo. A lot of people, I feel like they go in and they just like turn the knobs all the way up or all the way down, and it just makes the photo look like washed out and not good at all. It's not really a good look. What else can we do to this photo? I really like the way this photo looks already, like for real. Like, just like, look at that. And like when you color your photos this way, it makes people wonder like what you shot it with, what kind of camera you use, what kind of lens you use. But a lot of the times, it really doesn't even matter what you shoot it with, as long as it's a good, like, clean camera, a good DSLR. You don't have to have like a red camera or something like that. A lot of the times, most of the quality comes in post when you go and color your photos. That's why I be trying to tell people, like when they see me in the streets and they ask me. But let's get back into this photo. Go down to detail. Like if you didn't have a good lens, you can just up the sharpening. See, post makes up for like a bad quality camera, or just like little tiny mistakes that you make. Like you can fix them in post. So don't put too much pressure on yourself when you out shooting, especially like street photography, because mainly everything is caught in the moment. It's like lifestyle. So luminance, the luminance tab, it controls, like, it makes it softer. Like if you boost the sharpening way up, or just boost it up to like the middle and then add some luminance to it, it's like noise reduction. Because when you add the sharpening to it, it gets kind of grainy. Come down to the remove chromatic aberration. I always check that box. Come down to this, like, say you shot the photo and it was kind of like off a little bit. Sometimes I like to click auto to see if it'll adjust it the right way, how I want it to be, like straight. Sometimes it don't work and sometimes it do. I just like to click it sometimes to see if it works or not. See, like this, yeah, see, it got straight. I like to always just test the auto out. I don't always use it because say I shot and it was like crooked, it's not gonna just make it like straight. It only like works in auto if you got it close enough for it to work. Let's see, what else can we do to this photo? I like vignetting a lot, especially with street photography. Let's drop it down a little bit. I like the vignette because it adds kind of like a lot of emotion to it. See, like, not too much, just a little bit. With wide angle lenses, they tend to like vignette themselves, so I don't usually just drop the vignette on it a lot, only if it adds like a feeling to it. Because with photography, it's all about the feeling. I want you to feel like you was there when I took the picture. So we're just gonna leave that like that. Grain, we're not gonna add grain to it because obviously we want it to be like crispy. We don't want it to be grainy. The haze, I'm not gonna mess with the haze a lot. Right here down in the camera calibration, sometimes I just like to just play around with it. I usually just freestyle it, see what'll work, you know. Sometimes I like to mess with the red primary. Green. Sometimes it don't turn out right how I want it. I just play around with this. Like the teal and orange look, just to see what it would do. Drop the saturation down a little bit on that. Sometimes it turns out right, sometimes it'd be a little harsh. See, you can add it in just a little bit. It's not too bad, not too overpowered. Like a lot of the camera calibration, you can really just tweak it to your own style. Like a lot of people overlook that tab, and I think that you can really just create your own style within these little boxes right here. So that's good. We're gonna do the before and after. Look how good it looks. Look how much emotion is put into this. Like before, after, before, after. Like you would definitely get a lot of clients from just this one little preset right here. So you know what kind of like, you dig what I'm saying? You can really Do your thing with that. Let's go up. And when I'm done, when I get the look together that I want to go with, usually I just like make little adjustments and enhancements to it, like the temperature. See, if you boost the temperature up a little bit, it gives a different look. I like to mess with that a little bit. I just like to make sure everything is not so harsh. Drop it down a little bit, that contrast. Make this a little brighter. My whites, yeah, drop the whites down a little bit. Just look how, see, it's not as harsh. Like you drop them whites down, then make sure the black's not as harsh. Look at this, before, after. Like this is so much more cleaner than what we started with. Vibrance. I just like to clean it up. I don't like to just throw anything on there. Cause you gotta like take pride in your work. You can't just rush it. I never like to rush my work, like never. Just clean it up. Drop my oranges down a little bit. I don't want anything to be too harsh. So this photo is pretty much done. If you found this video helpful in any way, please hit that like button. Also hit that subscribe button. I'm doing tutorials all week, so make sure y'all check in, man. Always gonna give y'all information, helpful information to help you guys. I'll catch you guys on the next video. Peace.